What's up? How you doing? Welcome back to another video, and today we are looking at two trades that I took on Euro USD earlier this morning. Now, if at any point you find anything helpful in this video, make sure you like and subscribe. When you subscribe, you'll get notified when I post new videos, and when you like, it really helps with the YouTube algorithm and spreads my videos to people who could use the help. So the first thing that you will notice is if we look into the past, we have this right here, which is a downtrend signifying that price is moving in a downward direction. You can see that price is producing lower lows and lower highs, and this is the structure formation for a downtrend. So you can see right here, very easy to identify that we are moving in a downward direction. Now, there are plenty of trade opportunities on this downtrend, but you know what I like to trade. I like to trade the structure break when price starts going in the opposite direction. So you'll notice that the first level right here is where we're looking at potential trade opportunities because price structure breaks. We're moving in a downtrend, then we start producing higher highs and higher lows, signifying that price is now going in an uptrend. So we can start looking for that buy opportunity, that signature trade that I always like to look for. And you'll see that we get it right here, but I didn't have enough confirmations in my opinion to take the trade. So I waited to see what the price action did after the retest of this structure break right here, signifying that we are now in an uptrend. You can see that we have all of this rejection from these wicks right here. This shows us that we have a lot of buyers entering the market, and that most likely means that the order flow will follow and that price will go up with it. We also have all the other confirmations right here showing us that price is no longer in a downtrend. So we had all of the confirmations lined up telling us it's time to buy. So after this candle closed right here, I went ahead and took my buy on this candle. And you can see how within the last two candles, that's really where all of the buy orders really came into play. This wasn't my best trade. I should have probably waited to see if these wicks would get filled, which they did. It doesn't always happen. But luckily I gave myself enough time on the trade to allow price to breathe and go the direction that I intended for it to. So you guys can see how after I entered, price came back down, and then within the last 2 minutes, that was my saving grace on this trade. If I would have had, a candle pull back at all, I would have definitely lost that trade. And even though this trade wasn't perfect, it's still good to always review your wins and losses to see where you can improve. And for me to improve on this trade, I definitely could have waited to see what would happen with price trying to fill in these wicks before going up. And that's something that I can work on in the future. So the second trade that you'll see I took was up here. And once again, not my finest trade, not my best hour by any means, but we still won within the last 1 to 2 minutes. So you can see that price is now trending up right here. Here's my second point for my trend line right there. You can also see that we have this key area in the market roughly in this area right here. So I basically did the same thing. I was just waiting for all of my confirmations to line up. We can see that price is trending up. That was my first confirmation. We have a retest of a key area that was previously resistance. So that was my second. And then my third confirmation was paying attention to the price action. And you can see that I assumed after this candle right here closed, and I entered right here, that price was going to continue going up, but obviously that didn't happen. We had a huge pullback, and I thought for sure I was going to lose this trade. And I was kind of kicking myself just because I didn't really wait, and we also had some heavy momentum sitting right here in the market. So I was just beating myself up after I entered the trade, waiting for it to close. Why did I take that? Why wasn't I more patient? I need to be more disciplined. Sometimes I think I might have let my emotions get in the way. All these things were going in my head. And then obviously price reversed. And then within literally the last 2 minutes, once again, I won my trade just by, I wouldn't say sheer luck, because I did have all of my confirmations, but I don't think I was patient enough. And maybe FOMO got in the way, which is fear of missing out. I was scared that I was probably going to miss this trade. So instead of just being a disciplined trader that I should have been, I went ahead and took this trade. But luckily I still won, and now I know things that I can work on in the future is being more patient and not letting FOMO take over. Even after all of these years, sometimes I still succumb to my own emotions, and I'm not as disciplined as I wish I was. And those are things that, everyone has their own things that they need to work on. And those are some of the things that I need to work on. And that's why I like making these videos and showing you guys my trades, because it really lets me go back and review them and help me become a better trader. And I recommend you do the same. So both of these trades were fairly simple as always. Trading isn't easy by any means. There's a lot that you have to master. Most of it is psychology and your own mindset and emotions and things like that. But as far as marking up my charts and what I look for, I like to keep it very simple. You guys can see off of these 2 trades right here how simple my markups were. Just a trend line, structure break, all the confirmations I need, and then I take my trade, and that's how it always goes. So if you found anything helpful in this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and if you have any questions, leave a comment below. I've also opened up a Telegram chat, so if you want to pick my brain or ask for some help on some trades that you've taken or just some general advice, I will put the link for that chat down in the description. I've also started uploading a course that goes into extreme detail showing the way that I trade step by step, so that will also be on my channel in a playlist, so I recommend you check it out. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video.